team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawg, and we back to it. You know how we do it. Part 4. This is it. This is gonna round out the end of this documentary. We got about 16 minutes left in the documentary, and the fights are finally about to start. We haven't seen one fight yet, so I'm excited about this part 4, man. But before we get into it, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 10K. Go ahead and like this video. If you like this video, go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier rivalry. Is it the greatest rivalry of all time? Let me know, man. But let's get into part 4. We got One Nation Divisible, Ali and Frazier documentary. Let's get it.
For Ali, he was back where he belonged, waiting for the bell with the heavyweight championship at stake.
Let's get to it. Ali look a lot bigger though. Am I tripping? Or just taller?
He had Joe Frazier completely frustrated. Almost came close to knocking him out first round.
Defying the sands of time, Ali quickly got the Garden crowd on his side, winning the first 2 rounds on the official scorecards. But Frazier kept pouring in.
The idea was to get to the body shot, get by that jab. I didn't get through all of it. He locked me up with some of it.
That was going to be his style. He would take 2 to land 1. He would take 3 to land 1. But he would keep coming forward, get close enough to do damage with those short arms.
So is that part, like I always tell y'all, like I'm not that familiar with boxing. So is that like a decent strategy? Is like, yeah, I might have to get hit 3 times to get the body shot that I want, but that's all part of it. Like in my head, I'm like, I don't ever want to get hit. But is that something, like I said, like that's something that you need to be able to do? Like you got to be able to take a punch to be able to give a punch? Let me know in the comments.
I was into the jab by moving and getting closer. Because I know if I just touch him one time with the left hook, you don't know about it.
The left hook was the punch Joe Frazier needed to land, but it had not landed yet.
He put a whipping on Joe's head in those first 3 rounds.
Ali is touching him up though.
Frazier may go, and then it began to turn.
It's turning? Uh-oh.
He said he would go to the body, and he is. Muhammad Ali, flat on his feet, not up on his toes, like the Muhammad Ali of old. Muhammad Ali made the toe to move for. He's up on his toes for the first time tonight when he was tagged.
How old were these fighters at this time, y'all?
Move ahead on the official scorecards.
What was the ages?
He was ahead.
Frazier's just laughing at him, talking to him. That's the way Muhammad Ali used to scorn his opponents.
Oh, wow.
Establish his physical superiority in a way. He's not
What?
Because he's bringing things into the fight promotion that didn't belong.
He just pulled him towards him.
Frazier was doing what he said he would do, taking the words out of Ali's mouth.
I mean, this is a Joe Frazier who's apparently kept a lot of anger against Muhammad Ali in his heart.
Wow.
Back and forth. I mean, Ali's skill was evident. I mean, he had the ability to make Frazier look bad at times, but Frazier would keep coming forward.
As part of most of Ali's fights, there was a prediction. This fight, according to Ali, would end in 6.
He said he won't stop me in 6. And I said, 6, you know what?
Ooh. So basically it kind of seemed like Muhammad Ali is the more talented fighter, but Joe Frazier just is like the toughest, just like probably the toughest boxer that Muhammad Ali has ever fought. Like, a lot of those punches that Muhammad Ali hit him with, like, he probably ended those fights with other people, but Joe Frazier's a different type of animal, so that's what I'm getting from this.
Joe was the worker, never stopped working.
Working his ass off.
And Ali would be putting his hands up, fooling around here.
Those pity pats
Oh!
aren't going to do much for anybody.
Ali gave away about 3 rounds because he had that pitter-patter style and then motioning to the audience and he didn't hurt me, etc., etc.
Ali will score no knockout in this round.
I'm giving him hell because he's playing with the guy, patting him and everything else. I told him, man, come on now, get it together.
Through 8 rounds, the official scorecards had Frazier ahead, but not everyone agreed.
Going into the 9th round, it was even. But the 9th round, I put on a dazzling show.
Suddenly Ali...
Get off the... They all in the ring?
Thought, my God, he's doing it again. Here he comes.
It had ebbs and flows to the action.
Wow.
It was Ali, it was Frazier. It was Ali, it was Frazier. It was Ali, it was Frazier.
Ooh.
That's what made
They going at it, y'all.
Ali would win both the 9th and 10th rounds, but Joe refused to be denied.
He said it to me a lot of times. Hey, man, I'm prepared to die in there. Because he felt his whole life, his family, all of what he stood for was on the line.
Joe trying to get that shot in there.
That's deep, man. Prepared to die? I don't know if I'm prepared to die.
I said, God, you're in the wrong place tonight. I'm thinking, man, you kicking ass.
That's what it takes, though, man. That's what it takes. Win or die.
Round, Joe Frazier's anger exploded.
Knocked, hit him. Oh. Oh. Hit him again, Frazier.
really had Ali in trouble.
Oh.
For some reason, Joe did not follow up on it.
Frazier wondered if Ali was playing possum, if Ali was faking the wobbling walk to draw him in. Joe remained cautious.
The walking was too slow, but I was trained that you always got to remember, a man is dangerous when he hurt.
A man is dangerous when he hurt.
The round is over. What a round.
That's the teaching point for today.
And that was from that plate around the corner. You know, the rope-a-dope, that was a little bit of the rope-a-dope, but he was the dope. So he got there.
Frazier really clever with everything in the book.
I said, what's wrong with this guy? What's all about?
At that point, you had the feeling that this fight was Frazier's, period, end of paragraph. That was it. Then miraculously, Ali comes back.
Ali came back? What the heck? I have no clue who's going to win this fight.
Best fight I've ever seen, perhaps be the best fight I'll ever see. And I better cherish this.
The final round.
Entering the final round, Frazier was well ahead on the official scorecards, but he did not know that. He was still looking to land that big left hook.
Both close to exhaustion. Frazier unfurls this left hook.
Oh! I was not expecting that. Oh!
Hey, beauty. Short and hard and accurate.
Oh my God, Muhammad Ali. How you gonna respond to that though? You hit him again?
Maybe it was a little doubt in my mind whether I got the decision or not. But when I dusted him
Oh
off,
my
I
goodness.
was the most happiest guy in the world.
I bet.
The left hook that took down Muhammad Ali in that 15th round was Joe Frazier's revenge. He had persevered. This was Joe Frazier's defining moment. No
Wow.
one will ever forget what he and Muhammad Ali gave to the world on March 8th, 1971.
The winner by unanimous decision and still heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier.
Damn. Shout out to Joe Frazier, man. That's crazy.
Whatever I can to get Muhammad Ali, even if I die. And that's what did it.
Well, here we are in Madison Square Garden. People are still standing around. Nobody seems to want to go home. I think everybody has been treated to one of the greatest fighting evenings they've ever seen.
It was the most eagerly
I know he was happy.
closely watched event of my lifetime.
These were two of the greatest fighters of all time, and they went at it for 15 rounds. The fight itself, viewed in a vacuum, was extraordinary.
In the aftermath of an event that had touched so many, Jerry Perenchio went to console the loser.
He had no more left in the ring, and I headed down there too. He was sitting there, still had his trunks on, and there was this young black woman who was on the floor, and she had her arms around his calf. She was just crying. You could see that she was emotionally very, very upset. He took this woman's head and gently turned it around. He said, "Diana," he said, "say hello to the man that gave me $2.5 million to get my ass whooped." It was Diana Ross.
Mohammed is the greatest fighter ever lived. He should be put down in history.
Ali's just a rope bender. All I do is lay up against the rope like he was in a cradle.
Joe, you not saying
I'm about a fighter. Joe Frazier's a fighter.
People didn't leave the arena, I gotta tell you, for 40, 50 minutes. They were still standing there, going, wow, what a night, what an ending, what a finish,
Now a report from Bill Walker at Madison Square Garden.
Frazier emerged from the fight the
Win the rematch.
but he was a weary, battered victor after 15 punishing rounds.
I want him to come to me and apologize for all the things he called me.
Ali was not around for that apology. The man who said he could not be beaten didn't appear at the post-fight news conference. Doctors at a New York hospital were examining Ali's severely bruised jaw. The next day, Ali met with reporters.
How's your jaw, Mom?
Just sore. I don't have a mark on me, if you see. I don't have one scratch. Nothing happened to me. All I have is this bruised jaw here.
Yeah, that's something that's happened to you,
He
Muhammad.
had a swollen jaw, but Frazier had taken some tremendous punches, and his face was swollen.
Yeah, his face messed up.
He died in the hospital.
I got a call from Bud Schulberg, and Bud said, "Gene, I just heard that Joe Frazier died." I said, "Oh my God."
What?
Ali, Bud Schulberg said Joe Frazier died. And Ali said, "If he did, I'll never fight again."
Joe Frazier was admitted to the Dupre Pavilion of St. Luke's Hospital this afternoon, suffering from extreme fatigue and high blood pressure.
I went over to the hospital. It was very sad to go there. There was nobody there at all. He was very close to death. Certainly didn't want Ali's camp to know that he had taken such a beating.
Dr. James Dupre, the medical director of St. Luke's, says Frazier's present condition is not related to that fight.
I just thought there's a lot of people that made a lot of money out of this thing. Now it's over. He'd won, and everybody was taking care of themselves.
Frazier's blood pressure returned to normal, and he left the hospital a week later.
Why were they saying he died?
Most of those who cheered Joe were relieved. Others had already moved on.
All those right-wingers and all those hard hats who were cheering the Vietnam War, who claimed to love Joe Frazier on March 8, 71, really didn't have much use for Joe Frazier on March 9, 71.
It's crazy.
Aside from the fact that Joe might be able to whoop Ali's ass, and that they won. That's unfortunate.
But the memory of the fight has endured.
This was more than a boxing match. It meant so much to a lot of people.
I cried my eyes out. I'm sure most people did. You were so certain that you were right to support Ali, that you were right to oppose the war, that the cause of civil rights was just.
Martin
And
Luther
when
King.
you lost, it was almost like, it can't be. I can't be on the wrong side of those things. I just can't be.
You had the sense that the bad guys won. The wrong people
won this fight, and what they represented had triumphed in the ring. But we knew that what they had represented was losing all over the country.
The Supreme Court today overturned the draft evasion conviction of former heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali.
And as Ali's image and myth and name and reputation grew, Joe's was sure to suffer. The winner that night was the loser. The loser that night was the winner.
The animosity the two fighters had toward each other never left. Ali continued to taunt Frazier, who continued to despise Ali.
Whoa.
And to add insult to injury, Joe would lose both the rematch at the Garden and the Thrilla in Manila.
He lost both of them?
As the years have passed for Joe, apparently time has not healed all the wounds. And ironically, he and Muhammad Ali have traded places in the war of words.
And years, many years later, unfortunately, when Ali has Parkinson's syndrome and is glazed and quivering, Frazier then says something really mean-spirited. Well, now you know who won those fights.
Look at him today, look at me. I'm the one that's supposed to be dumb, but who's talking like that, you know? That all comes back from that Uncle Tom comment before the 1971 fight, and he's still carrying that hurt.
I swallow a lot of razor blade, and sometimes they cut inside, you know. I would get rambunctious and say some of the things that I shouldn't say.
I've always thought that they brought out the best in each other in the ring and the worst in each other outside the ring.
I want to, like, throw the towel in. And I'm willing to, like, you know, say to Muhammad, you heard that?
You heard that?
Let's say all the fans, all his family, if I've done anything wrong to him, hey man, forgive me.
Like all the epic
Is that the same as saying I'm sorry?
Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali each needed the other to bring out the best in himself. And on that night of March 8th, 1971, in the crucible of a tumultuous era, Ali emerged as the world's most recognizable personality. But it was Joe Frazier who had put him center stage. Two gladiators for the ages turned America into one nation divisible, with Ali and Frazier for all.
Wow. So they said that we don't even gotta see the Thriller in Manila and the rematch. Like, this first one was enough. So I appreciate y'all for watching this with me. We got through 4 episodes. 4 amazing episodes. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to react to the rematch and the Thriller in Manila. Like, there's 2 more fights that they had that, I mean, I already know who won now because they just said it, but if y'all want me to react to it, let me know. I definitely will. But again, I appreciate y'all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know what other individual rivalries y'all want me to react to. I've been reacting to the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson rivalry, which is what brought this out, because a lot of people was like, no, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali is the best rivalry ever. So we got through this. So yeah, let me know who else y'all want me to react to, man. But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.